One of the hardest things to change is our habits. That is through our thoughts, to change our speech, to change our actions. We take the steps to move forward and sometimes we mess up, and this is myself included. Why is it so challenging? It's because it's a pattern. We do this over and over and over again, so to unlearn it, to do something different requires some time, some effort, and some attention. So for anyone who is trying to improve themselves, to change these habits, I want to give you a tool, a strategy that can be helpful for you. And this concept is one of a kalyanamitra, and it means a virtuous friend, a spiritual friend, a good friend. And there's two types of this that can be helpful for you along this path. The first type of good friend that we need is one to ourselves. The second type of good friend that we need is one on the outside. So let's break it down and explain it so it can help you as you try to make these shifts. The first one is being a good friend to you. Know that you are a resource in of itself, and utilize that. And the way we do this as we're trying to improve ourselves is with mindfulness, also with meditation. Take that time to find peace, take some time to find stillness, improve that awareness, and start to observe yourself and catch. Just throughout the day, notice as neutral as possible. Notice the habit that you're trying to change. Notice your thoughts, notice your speech, and also notice your action. And sometimes, like I said from the beginning, you'll mess up. You'll go back to what you just did an hour ago, and it's okay. And no need to beat yourself up. Be very gentle and kind with yourself, but catch it and keep making an effort and reminding you that I want to improve. Be sure to teach yourself, to motivate yourself, encourage yourself, inspire yourself. Be that cheerleader that you need. So each day, in that moment, observe yourself. Also at the end of each day, then reflect. For today, let's do it all together. For you, for today, how did you do? How were your actions and behaviors? Was it positive? Was it negative? Did you repeat those patterns? Catch it, be aware of it. And from that, now let's encourage and make an effort to keep improving it the next day. But the first type of friend we need is ourselves, and rely on it and use it. The second type of friend that we need as we're on this path of change is use friends from the outside. And there's different types of this. And one is with people and a community. And the people that we surround ourselves is so important because they are a reflection of us. They help to support and encourage that kind of behavior that we're wanting. So find a good friend for yourself. Find the people who have the behaviors that you want. For us is here in the monastery, just being around the same type of people who are trying to improve themselves, very helpful. Other communities that I can think of is people who are struggling with substance, then join a group. People who struggle and are trying to improve themselves the same way you are can be so helpful. So take time to identify them. Take time to rely on them. The second type of friendship that we can use is not just people, but we can use things that help to support us. Physical objects, such as for myself, I have an amulet that I always carry with me at all times. And it just reminds me of coming back to myself and improving myself, improving my habits. You can put wallpaper on your computer, on your phone. You can have a necklace that you carry or that you wear, a ring that is on your finger that every time you look down at it. You can have quotes on a calendar, on your desk at work, but whatever it is that you need, be as creative as possible and use these physical objects to help you, to encourage you. Something that I did before I became a monk that was very helpful to myself. I know this might be cheesy, but I'll just share it because it was extremely helpful. And one of the things I did was I printed out a bunch, or I typed out a bunch of quotes or affirmations. I cut out these affirmations. They're just little sentences, hundreds of them. And then I would sprinkle it throughout my room, throughout my office or place that I would visit. And I would put it in my socks, in my drawer, on my table, and then forget about it. And surprisingly enough, it just gave me that gentle reminder of, oh wow, pay attention, keep going, don't slack off, don't give up. And these little messages were very encouraging. So get as creative as you can and test and see what helps you. Last one is then even visualization. We can do this with imagining a model, someone that you look up to or that you strive to want to be like. For us in the monastery is we have our masters, we have our teaching monk. In Buddhism, we have the Buddha that is an image and an idol that we strive to attain those qualities and those perfections. You can even use, or we use, our brother monks, we use our peers, but there's so many options. And for you too, in your outside world, who in that environment are you striving to have those kind of qualities, those kind of habits? And think of them. Think of them. They can be coworkers or friends or your parents. But anything that comes to mind, people with good habits that you can think of, you can strive towards. But these are the two things as we're trying to improve ourselves that can be helpful. Have good friend, or be a good friend to yourself, and then also use good friends on the outside world. With these two things, it can help to support, encourage, and motivate us, because this path is not easy, but keep going. But as always, I hope this is helpful and just wanted to send you all my blessings from Thailand. Satu everyone.